Hello Crafty Mavens, this is Megan and I am back today with a fun spread in my Traveler's Notebook for Free Flow Wednesday. So as you can tell, I totally and completely ignored the inspiration piece this week. When I sat down to scrapbook this morning, I decided I really didn't want to make a 12 by 12 page and I wasn't in the mood for fall. I've been kind of working on this little Traveler's Notebook album for my day in the life, and so I decided just to kind of throw caution to the wind and keep going with this summary album. So please forgive me, Hannah. I am just ignoring the inspiration piece. So you can see here that I am just cutting down papers. I had two scraps underneath that photo to the left that are actually going to pretty much stay there, and I'm going to use those just as they are. But on this right hand side, I really loved that diagonal multi-striped or multicolor striped paper. It's one of my favorites from this collection, and the collection that I'm using is the Echo Park Summer Fun, and I got this at the Scrap Gals retreat in Salt Lake back in April, and I'm finally using it. Yeah, that's just how I am. Okay, so now you can see I am going to cut apart these card parts. I really liked that the best summer card. I thought it would be really cute if I cut off the best and I used that in between those two photos on the right hand side. So I'm going to cut it down, and I really like how that looks. Then I'm going to use the other piece of that cut apart to add some more layers behind that photo on the left. Now here I'm trying to I'm trying to rearrange layers. I wasn't sure if that pink 3x4 card went, because that one is actually from I think that's Maggie Holmes' Bloom collection, maybe? I don't remember what collection that's from. It might have been from her last one. But then I saw this, I think those are 3x3 cards, cut apart sheet, and I was like, oh my gosh, that to-do list would be perfect because Tinian in this photo is actually doing one of his chores. And so I cut that out, and I'm going to put that down there on the bottom, and that's going to be perfect. It's going to work out perfect. So I'm going to start gluing things down, and this is where I decided to bring back in that pink card, and it's going to work out perfect. I really love how that turns out. It just kind of pops the photo off of that blue color a little bit more. So now I'm just gluing all these layers on the left hand side, and I totally should have cut down that big card, the floral one, but you know, it's all good because there was a cute little saying in the middle of it, but it's okay. I'm really not stressing about it. So now here I am just writing down things that we needed to do that day, and let's see, let me turn to that page. I wrote put away dishes, eat lunch, play outside, enjoy life. And then I'm going to move on. There is one extra spot that I didn't fill in, and I'm so glad I didn't fill it in because that is actually where I am going to put the time. So here I decide I'm going to cut down this little phrase here, and I decided I didn't really like it. So that's why I did the thumbs down, but oh well, I'm going to roll with it. It's okay. That's just kind of how scrapbooking is. You trial and error, and sometimes you like it, and sometimes you don't. Here you can see I am pulling out these Allie Edwards time stamps, and I'm going to do the 1229. I have to do it in sections because, as you know, or I don't know if you know, but this stamp set only has one of each number. So I can't stamp 12 and then 29 at the same time. It just doesn't work. My stamp pad is getting a little bit dry, and so I had to add some more ink, and then it's totally, I think it's going to mess it up. Maybe it's not going to mess it up. I don't remember. There's one of these pages. I think it's actually the one that I'm working on the right side. It totally messes up the time. So that one works out. Okay, now I'm putting down the time for the other photos on this other side, and I am just going to keep this sides simple. I was thinking at first that I was going to stamp the time on the photo, but it's not actually going to fit, which bums me out because I thought, oh, that would be kind of fun to have it in a different place than all of the other pages. But I'm just going to keep it simple. I'm just gluing all of these things down, and then I'm going to stamp the time to the right of it, just like that. And here is where I mess up. And it's always fun when you mess up, isn't it? This spread actually only took me, I think it was like 30 minutes. I was so excited. This layout just totally came together. Ta-da! There is where I totally screwed up. I don't know if I just didn't press down hard enough on it or what, but luckily the second time I stamped it, it didn't ruin it. It went over top. That's one of the things that I really like about the clear stamps, is that they are easier to re-stamp if you need to. So now here I am going to stamp the next photo's time, and that would be 1:13. All of these times are PM, and I totally forgot, but you will see in the photos that I forgot to stamp the PM stamp, and these are the first pages with the PM, so I wanted to make sure to include that. So you'll see it reflected in the photos. I do end up putting it on that left-hand side. So now here you can see I'm pulling out some stickers and some sequins, and I am going to glue those down, and then this spread is going to be done. Thanks so much for stopping by today. I hope that you enjoyed this Traveler's Notebook spread, and we'll have a great scrappy week. Bye!